Just index and forget it. You've heard that line so many times it feels like financial gravity, a law of nature, not a claim. And there's a good reason it caught on. For picking what to invest in, it's basically correct. Low-cost broad index funds beat most actively managed funds over the long run. That part isn't in dispute. But here's the part that should genuinely bother you. The phrase has two words doing very different jobs. Index is the easy part, a decision you make once. Forget it is the part that's actually a behavior, repeated for 30 years, under conditions specifically designed to make you break it. And nobody separates those two ideas for you. Let's lock the variables so the math has nowhere to hide. Say you're contributing $500 a month into a total market index fund, earning a long-run average of 7%. Do that for 10 years, uninterrupted, and you land around $86,500. Not a vibe, a number you can work out on a napkin, using the same compounding formula every retirement calculator uses. Now here's the reframe. The index fund was never the risk. The interruption was. Think of it like a treadmill built on a slope. Index and forget it tells you which treadmill to buy. It says nothing about what happens the day the slope gets steep and your legs are burning, because that's exactly when most people step off. Let's break down the mechanism piece by piece. 1. Markets don't move in a straight line. Somewhere in your 10 years, there will be a stretch. 6 months, 18 months, where your balance goes flat or drops. 2. That flat stretch is precisely when shares are cheapest, meaning it's the best possible window to keep buying. 3. It's also, psychologically, exactly when people stop. Not because the math changed, because it stopped feeling good. 4. Stopping doesn't just cost you the contributions you skipped. It costs you every year of compounding those contributions would have earned afterward. That's the part that quietly does the damage. Let's use a new investor as an example. Marcus, 29, marketing analyst, starts putting $500 a month into an index fund. Same fund, same $500 a month, same 7% assumption as everyone else chasing this plan. Scenario 1, Marcus keeps going. Markets dip in year 3, down about 20%, and stay depressed for 18 months. He keeps contributing anyway, buying shares while they're on sale. By year 10, his account sits at roughly $86,500. Scenario 2, same Marcus, same fund, same 7%. But in year 3, the dip rattles him. He pauses contributions for those 18 months, telling himself he'll get back in when things stabilize. He resumes afterward and contributes just as consistently as Scenario 1 Marcus for the rest of the decade. He only missed $9,000 of contributions. That doesn't sound catastrophic. Read that again, though, and do the follow-through math. That $9,000 he didn't contribute also didn't get roughly 7 more years to compound. By year 10, Scenario 2. Marcus isn't down $9,000. He's down closer to $16,500, landing around $70,000 instead of $86,500. Same fund, same strategy, same starting point. One decision, 18 months long, is the entire gap. That's the whole lesson in one line. Indexing determines what you own. Forgetting it, actually forgetting it through the ugly stretch, determines what you end up with. Now the nuance, because there is no doubt this is an oversimplification if left unqualified. This does not mean rebalancing and vigilance are pointless. As you get within 5 to 10 years of actually needing the money, forget it stops applying almost entirely. That's when sequence of returns risk shows up, and a downturn right before withdrawal can do damage a downturn in year 3 never could. In that window, you're not forgetting it. You're actively managing a glide path. Index and forget it is a rule for the accumulation years, not the finish line. So here's the only question that matters. Not which fund should I buy? You already basically know that answer. It's what will I actually do the next time my balance goes flat for a year and a half? Because that moment is coming. It comes for everyone who invests long enough. The fund was never the hard part. The forgetting was. 3 things to take with you. 1. The index is the vehicle, not the strategy. The strategy is what you do when it's boring or painful. 2. The real cost of pausing isn't the missed contribution. It's the missed compounding on top of it. 3. This rule has an expiration date. Near retirement, forget it, needs to become adjusted. Tell me in the comments, have you ever stopped contributing during a downturn? And did you go back and check what it actually cost you? If this saved you from making that mistake once, that's the whole point of the video. Subscribe if you want the math shown like this every time, not just the conclusion.